What I want you guys to do is that I want you to start being the masculine for the women that you meet. A lot of guys have actually a jaded view of what true masculinity is. What real masculinity is not this. Hey, let's go over here. Let's sit down over here. Let's go drink at this place. Let's go do this. Is it shaking you up a bit? Real masculinity is not this. As she's talking, And real masculinity is also not this. So, what are you gonna do today? What are you up to? Oh, don't give me that shit. You're fucking with me. I don't care what people think of me. I can be whoever it is that I want, and I can be free. The reason why I bring this up about the faux masculinity, which means fake masculinity, is because guys have this idea that masculinity is just these superficial level type of behaviors. These behaviors of, yes, a leader is of the masculine. It is. But is that leadership just doing it so you can get through what you need to get through? Or is it actually for the benefit of both of you? Is it a weighing in of every option around you? Or is it something you know that you need to do so that you can think that you have what it takes? I want you guys to understand that real masculinity is about being able to, as far as leadership, weigh in everything and then make the choice you need to, for both of you. This is not the choice of, this is the thing that we must do because this is gonna show the girl that I have it together. This is gonna show her that I'm the true masculine for her. It's about weighing everything. So for leadership, it'll be more like this. You know what? This side of the street is crowded. Let's move over to the other side. Another example of leadership that's true masculinity would be, hey, it's loud in here. Let's move outside so you can hear me better. Let's not go to Starbucks because Starbucks is a place that's kind of normal. Let's go to somewhere that's a little bit more fun, a little bit more different, a little bit more ruined. Being able to weigh in everything and then make the choice that you need to. Let's go to the next one, this one. That's listening, and you may think that's what it means to be a man that's totally present with a woman. But what's more present with the woman is this. Stillness. Being completely still within and it manifesting as physical stillness. So when you're there with the woman and she's talking, you're able to not go like, yeah,
yeah.
You're just completely there. And still. Because when you're still in your mind, it is almost inevitable that you will have physical stillness. It is almost inevitable. Let's go on to the next thing. Challenging a woman. So tell me more about you. She talks. You shut up. And you're not quick to hop in. You just hold space. And in that holding space, what you'll notice is that she'll begin to feel it. You're challenging her. Tell me more about you than just these answers that you're giving. They're not good enough. That's for real. Not, I mean, what for real? Like, what's your real passion? No, not that. Really being connected to your own truth and bringing it out and letting the woman know that I'm challenging you right now to go deeper because I really want to know more about you. This is not fake. This is me here getting to know you. I can get to know another woman, but I'm choosing to stay here with you to get to know you. Real masculinity, or being the masculine for your woman, any woman you meet, is really about you knowing what it is to be the masculine. A few aspects are being the witness of each moment. Noticing her internal state. Noticing the way that she's moving. Noticing what's past her eyes. Another masculine aspect that I want you guys to know. Guidance. Something different. Guidance. Guys never want to use this word because they're like, no. I don't want to guide, I want to lead. But why? Do you know that women are becoming more stronger now than ever in society? Ever. So you just going out there wanting to lead women is amazing. Now, that's an amazing thing to want to do, but I want you to do it from the correct place. And I use guidance because I know that if I use leadership and leading, guys just have to think of do this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. So I'm using the word guidance because that's what it really is about. It's about being able to guide the interaction. A lot of people say lead, and I love that word. I'm not saying that I don't love that word, but just stay with me for a moment. You want to guide what's happening. You feel like you're getting off course and talking about something you shouldn't talk about, guide it back to the right direction. You feel like you need to move over here, guide it. You don't have to say, hey, no, let's not go over there, let's go over here. You say, hey, over there is this, but what's better is over here. That is behind guidance. And that's behind leadership as well. I'm just using a different word for you. And another aspect that I want to talk about, and there's many other aspects, but being penetrative. Being somebody that when you need to say something, cutting through your own bullshit and saying it. I mean, if you really align with your own truth, really align with it and express it, it is absolutely going to scare you. It is. The reason why is because you're constantly killing your ego in the moments where you're expressing your truth. And that's what you want. You want to be a man that's constantly destroying his ego, constantly fucking it up, because your ego is the thing that's going to stop you from your masculine freedom. That's the thing that you're always after in anything. It's freedom. Why do you think you don't want to care what people think? That's your masculine freedom wanting to express itself. The masculine needs to also be met by the feminine if it wants to be able to have an influence in the way that it needs to as far as polarity. Because never forget this, as deep as you are in your masculine, you will attract the girl who's as deep in her feminine. As real as you are in your masculine, you'll attract a woman who's as real in her feminine. But as fake as you are in your masculine, you will attract a woman who's just as fake. I mean, a woman who is not showing the vulnerability of her heart moment to moment. That's the deep, true feminine. How vulnerable can she be moment to moment with her heart? If you're a man who can't hold a space for a vulnerable heart of a woman, you'll attract a woman who's as open in expressing her heart that you are as deep in expressing your presence and how much you can hold for her. These deep level concepts, a lot of it I learned from David Data, and a lot of it I'm just getting through my own meditations. So guys will say, that sounds like David Data stuff. Yes, a lot of it is. But I've stopped reading David Data months ago. And I've just completely went into my own of what it means for me to be the masculine and also in relation to the feminine. I want you guys to go out there and I want you to be the true masculine for the women you meet. Be the true masculine. Be present, here, and now, so she can be all moving, pure energy, love. And when she's that, then you'll see the beauty of her. Then you'll see everything she's about. And that's what you want. I know it is. Because what guy doesn't want a woman who's deep in her feminine? What guy doesn't want a woman who's not the superficial feminine? Who's not just pretty and walking down the street and looking like this, and this is the way that she would think is the real feminine, but she's not. She'll attract the guy who's walking down the street like this, like he's tough, because he's the faux masculine. And it's always made me think about James, because James is a slender, tall man, but this motherfucker has a presence that I love. He's bigger than he actually is. He can attract a woman who is extremely deep in her feminine and who's the true feminine. He really can. And that's amazing to be around. That is. I'm a short dude, but I have an aura that's incredibly powerful and that can draw in women who are the true feminine. Yes, I'm short, I'm stocky, I have little muscles that, you know, I work out. But that means shit, man. It's about what's in here. Because your power lies here. Your power lies here. And how deep you are in your power and your masculinity, in not your masculinity, in your fucking depth of who you are, that'll be to the level you attract women into your life. What kind of women you're attracting. It's always in direct correlation to how deep you are in your consciousness. And there's so many more videos that I'm gonna give you guys on masculine and feminine and how it shows up in field and how you're able to go out there and to show women that you are the true masculine, because I know you guys wanna be that. If you're in PickUp, you're probably here because you want women, but I'm telling you right now, what's even below that is what the expression of what you're seeing in the community. What you're seeing in this community is guys who can walk up to girls and, so to speak, persuade them into their own desires. They can persuade women into their own desires, which is good. Because that's why we're in this. We're in this to persuade women into their own desires. We're not here to convince them, because convincing them requires us to have to play games. But we're here to persuade them that you can be all that you want to be. You could be a woman that's free in her sexuality. You could be a woman that's free in her heart. You could be a woman that does what she wants to do, and I won't judge you. And that's what you want. You want a woman that's just like that. And being the true masculine, you can only attract a woman who is that. This is Tony Solo from The Natural Lifestyles, and I want you guys to subscribe below to Essence of Solo. Look for all the new shit coming your way, because it's a totally new different thing that's happening with me. If you want one-on-one coaching, Skype coaching, coaching with me and the TNL boys, go to thenaturallifestyles.com. Go to the contact page and put an inquiry. Sean, he'll contact you, and then we'll see, can you handle the juice that we bring? See ya.